Hi, Emma Borg from Unique Phoenix, and I'm coming at you today to talk about letting go and letting go with love, and I want to call a bit of bullshit because quite often we hold on to relationships because we're somehow afraid, and I want to kind of clear this up for you because it's fear is, really get off fear's back, because fear is, there's this whole thought out there that fear is a really bad thing and the two states of being, and I'm not going to get into all of that, but I'm just going to call bullshit on it. And here it is, as simple as this. When you're needing to end a relationship, you can quite often get caught up in the fear bullshit of not wanting to be alone and not feeling loved, and those things that come along, those feelings and emotions that come along with it. Now, get off fear's back. It's bullshit. It's not fear, because yes, we have a primal need to connect. That is just us as human beings. We're energetic creatures, so therefore we need to connect and we want to connect. And being in relationships and having loved and trusted people around us is really important. However, it's not about afraid of being alone. There's a Marianne Williamson poem that's absolutely amazing, and it's about that fear of being seen. And I want to take that a little bit further because, again, bullshit. It's not a fear of being seen. That emotion that comes up is actually part of our shame. And shame's a really complex and deep emotion that we hold in our bodies. And if we don't allow and we don't acknowledge it and, take the time to, let ourselves feel that, and then also say, yeah, actually, I'm not afraid of letting go because I'm afraid of being alone. I'm actually feeling shame because they couldn't hold on to the relationship didn't work, there's some blame there, and that's the deeper complex. And it's also, what does it look like to the outside world when I've let go of this relationship? Because, how are they going to view it? And again, that comes into shame. Judgment is all about shame as well. Are you judging yourself? Are you holding on to relationships because you're so concerned about what it looks like to other people? Or are you so concerned that, it didn't work? That's actually a part of shame as well. And it's a judgment. Well, what did I do wrong? What could I do better? I've got to work hard. And please do not misunderstand. I think there's many relationships that we let go of that, it's that pride and the not wanting to acknowledge that perhaps we need to work on ourselves, and we let go of them. But then there are others that you will let go of, because are you surrounded by people that see you, or do you need to have a mask on? Or are you surrounded by people with masks, that, you're not feeling like you're getting that really authentic feel around? I don't know. So what happens when you're not wearing the mask and they don't accept you anymore? Do you really want to be surrounded by them? Are those the people that you want in your life when you cannot truly be what you need to be at any given moment? So, start to get to know that, because yes, it doesn't feel good to be alone. There's lots of sorrow, but it is that shame because you get caught up in, well, I'm not good enough to be around. I'm not good enough to have relationships. And that's bullshit too. They weren't the right people for you to be around. Whether you feel like it was your choice or you feel like the choice was taken out of your hands and someone else made that decision for you, regardless, relationships are going to end. And if you can let go in a way that is with full awareness and is loving towards yourself, then you are going to be a better friend to yourself coming out of it. And that initial fear that you feel, you'll begin to understand more and more deeply what it is. So it will make relationships simpler. You will be able to let go of those ones that are only in your life for the lessons and a season. And for many of us, many people out there, you just have a core group of people that you will carry with you. And they're the people that will see you at your absolute worst and love you anyway, and then be there for you as you rise up and you get better and you're amazing. So just have a look at it from that point of view. I know it's really different information because, let's face it, fear's blamed on a lot of things, but it's bullshit. So get off fear's back and start to understand that shame emotion that goes in. You need to feel it, because if you've been a bit of an arse in a relationship and you let go of it, and it's just because you didn't want to honour the fact that you weren't being a very good person, and that's about your relationship with you, go sort that out. Get that. But that's not fear either. That's just you not wanting to acknowledge the shame part of it. It's a moral emotion. We need to feel it. The more you acknowledge of it, the more it becomes a light in your life, and you can actually use it to your benefit. So if you've got some relationships and people in your life that you've been holding on to because of fear, bullshit, have a look at it from a different way. And do they really need to be in your life? Do you really need them? Are you better with them in your life? Are you better with them out? That's up to you to answer, because it's not my job to figure that out for you. It's your life, and no one can tell you what to do. Take another look at it. Acknowledge the shame emotion that goes on. And if it is, I don't want to be alone, I don't, people judging me, I'm judging myself, then start to be a better friend to yourself and allow yourself to let go, allow those emotions to surface and acknowledge them and work through them, and know that you're going to be okay. You're always going to be surrounded by people that love you, and the right people, because you may not get what you want, but you're always going to get what you need. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me for calling a bit of bullshit.